What's up, you guys? It's Queen Krazy K here. Gonna do my Monday Night Raw prediction live tonight in Paris here. Gonna got an early show today before we head back to regular time next week. Live in Paris, Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. Gonna get you with that Raw prediction as I do. Check out my latest on my page and story for new and following returning subscribers. SmackDown prediction, SmackDown commentary. Do the Instagram snap, and then also SmackDown video on the WWE comments with Queen K. That's available along with my podcast and Raw recap from this last week and last Monday Night Raw. Before and after that podcast playlist along with others. Raw recap with Queen K, including the commentary of SmackDown results. Hitting that up. And then also yesterday's. I'm just going to do a rundown for Clash of Paris right now instead. Intercontinental Women's Champion still remaining, which I think is the greatest of all time in the women's division, the GOAT, the Intercontinental Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, for a future Hall of Famer, defeated Nikki Bella. John Cena, the greatest of all time, defeated Logan Paul, who put up a hell of a fight and showed why he belongs in the ring, but why John Cena is still the GOAT. Connected with the WWE Universe and picking up his victory last night. Roman Reigns getting some revenge, winning the match against Bryson Reed, getting his shoes back to the WWE Universe. Braun Baker, unnecessary attack, main event. Jey Uso wasn't going to let that happen. Even up the odds, we'll obviously have to see the updates of Roman Reigns and obviously main event Jey Uso on his mind as our world champion. Seth freaking Rollins, the main match, shunts over CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso in the main event. The man Becky Lynch. Show you an undeniable, undefeated number one couple in the WWE, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, on top of the World Intercontinental Champion, and making sure in the main event it remained as such. Paul Heyman getting what he deserved, what happened at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns, that you don't cross the path. Undefeated, once undefeated Universal Champion like Roman Reigns and get away with it. Street Profits showing up, showing out what he deserved, a tag team opportunity, and got to that point. Where their heads at, we'll find out on SmackDown. Remaining the tag team champions, the Wyatt Six in the meantime. So that is my rundown of the Clash of the Paris to make up for the prediction. Also, I said in my last Raw and SmackDown prediction as well, but include the commentary result of the Instagram that you may have got a shout out if you liked it or you just got involved in the conversation, the videos on the page and story for new returning subscribers, plus my podcast and Raw recap before and after that's Queen K. Donate comment/reaction with Queen K, plus the commentary I added, Clash of the Paris, my video last night when I was watching the post show as well. And just did a rundown right here, right now, so I can hit you up with my slash now. This is Raw tonight. My Raw prediction, donate down the remaining Intercontinental Champion over the phenomenal AJ Styles. I think the Community Warriors could win a match over the Judgment Day, but it's not over between Rhea and auska. Is this situation between the Community Warriors. Got a problem with them working as a team. Don't know why. But obviously not over with that. I think that Penta could win the six-man match. Got the Warriors by his side. What happened last week after the match was over in the action, of course, with that match in general, against Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller and Xavier Woods. Obviously, we got to find out what's happening with Roman Reigns. Is he okay? And all right, after what happened last night, some updates on that. World Champion Seth freaking Rollins remaining as such. You know, main event Jey Uso ain't going to let Braun Baker get away with what he did to Roman last night. And you know, our Intercontinental Women's Champion is a future Hall of Famer, and that she's not going to stay shut. She's going to come out here, brag about it, have a good time, as she should. And we should be popping balloons. We put the balloons up, put the ribbons up, popping champagne bottles, and having a celebration for the greatest of all time in the women's division, our Intercontinental Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, who has earned the right to call herself as such. And we should have a celebration for her, as she deserves. With that being said, that is the rundown tonight. I think 30 Dom is going to remain Intercontinental Champion against AJ Styles, no matter what happens tonight. And I think that with the Women's World Championship belt, that Rhea Ripley and auska and Stephanie McCare has got their minds. With the Battle Royal winner, Stephanie McCare, Rhea Ripley getting screwed out of it time after time, and auska that was promised a match. We should have a triple threat for the World Championship as far as the Women's World Championship goes right now. Keep it warm until Naomi comes back. to obviously proceed with Conscious, and when she comes back, she gonna pick up where she left off. So with that being said, that's my Raw prediction tonight. Check it out on my page for new subscribers. Check it out my story for returning subscriber. Be involved in the conversation, whether you like the picture, whether you like the video, the comment, or you're just involved in the conversation in general. Get a shout out in the commentary of my videos. And obviously my Monday Night Raw with commentary / reaction with Krazy K will be involved in the comments. And my commentary reaction for this week will be updated tomorrow. For tonight's Monday Night Raws, we got an early one. I may just do it today instead of tomorrow. And also going to hit you with that podcast, just talking about Clash of the Paris and future references. And also Getting Streaming is available as well, and you would get updates for both SummerSlam and Clash of the Paris. So with that being said, Queen Kids K out. Peace.